Um, are we live?
I hope so. Good morning.
I I think we're live. I think we live. You know. But hey y'all.
Happy
How's there?
Monday.
Oh boy. Yeah. Happy Monday. All right. Oh my God.
Prophet's being a grumpy old man because his technology is technologying.
Listen, it was not just me.
Anyway,
Like, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hey, Coco. Listen, technology did not like me this morning. Like my camera, everyone's like, "Oh wow, look at your camera! It is so clear and crisp." Decided it wanted to crash. It wanted to crash. I'm like, "Why are you doing this to me?" And they said, "Because, just because." So we're multi-streaming as usual, Naomi, but we're streaming to YouTube regular and YouTube Shorts at the same time because on YouTube the Shorts has its own feed because apparently there are some people who just like it.
I don't know
Scott,
why. It looks weird. It looks weird. And
what the
then you
Shorts?
accidentally swipe. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. But I know I'm sitting here like, man, what in the world is going on?
Just drink some coffee. It's gonna be okay.
There's nothing that coffee won't fix. Coffee and Tim Bands.
Yeah. I mean, that's why my favorite thing to do is money working because you can't be sad when you got money.
Ain't that the truth? Listen, there's always people who will sit there and go, well, money don't solve everything. Man, well, it'll sure make my misery a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, you have more money for hot wings. Hot wings is you can't be sad you got hot wings.
Listen, so I was playing Call of Duty with Black Cat and and Scents and Fragrances yesterday, and I don't know how it came out, but I think it was just my spirit talking, right? Because we were talking about having a bad day. I said, you know what to fix it? 10 racks. Like it is almost impossible to have a bad day when you've got like just 10 racks. It is impossible.
Yeah, that you don't owe somebody else.
Right, right. So I think that's what we should focus on. Let's all just get rich and be happy. Y'all want to do that together? Let's all just get rich and be happy.
I don't even need to be rich. I would just like to.
Hey, we are not about to have you poisoning our mood this
Okay, my
morning,
bad.
Naomi.
My
Take it
bad.
back.
More money, more problems.
Hey, take it back. What
I
is wrong with
just want to
you?
go to Costco and walk around and not have to worry about how much it is and I can leave.
Y'all hear me? I'm trying to set the mode for the rest of
Okay,
us
let's get rich.
so
Yay.
we can finish out the rest of this year strong. And here she is talking about we started off with, hey, money is great. And then here you go talking about, well, I don't even need to be rich. We don't need to hear any more of this non what stop saying things you don't mean.
You're right.
Stop.
You're right.
You know what? Just for that, guess what? I'm about to punish Sherry
What? Oh
for your
no, not
insolence.
TikTok.
Yep, TikTok is coming in.
You gonna punish Sherry? The stream just gonna go womp, cattywampus, like you like to say, and then she
Cattywampus.
gonna laugh at you.
That is a word. TikTok is on the way in. They are on the way in. And somehow Noonie hit my watch. So how do I stop it from making noise?
Uh,
There we go. It's just been dinging and dinging.
yeah, I had it on at one point, and then I'm part of a very active Discord, and that Discord just nonstop.
Yeah, the active discords will do that to you every time.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna be social and hang out, and it was like the group chat from hell.
Oh, you want to be social and hang out with them.
I hang out
But
with y'all too.
but with us, Madame Silencia.
You know, I got ADHD, so I'll be all over the place.
Look, me too. Let me tell you, I did not know anything about ADHD or anything like that. So I started like reading up. I'm like, this is all the stuff I thought was normal. You mean it's not?
That's because we grew up with parents who beat the ADHD out of us as children.
Right. Listen, so you mean to tell me normal people don't think about 8 different things at once?
No, my son has it too, and it's the worst because he just has the most random ideas when I'm on the toilet, and I'm like, son, this could wait 2 seconds. He's like, Mom, I got this idea, and I'm like,
Listen,
get out, please.
I thought it was normal to like not let people finish talking because I already know what you're about to say 3 words in.
I had to. I've been consciously learning how to stop that. That's why I was silent during the first podcast that I was on with y'all because I was like, do I cut it now? And then social cues ain't my thing. It's not.
Oh, they're like not a lot of people's thing now because being social is not someone's thing. Listen, let me tell you. Look, you want to hear a story? Want to hear a story? So, look, grab your coffee. So I used to host a lot of in-person hoodoo events at my old crib, right? I did. I would just host a lot of in-person things and like doll making classes, just a bunch of like hoodoo centered events. Listen, so I forgot what I hosted, and this lady, I'm not gonna say her name, but y'all know her. She showed up, and it got to be late, and people were leaving. And I'm like, all right, thanks for coming. All right, thanks for coming. All right, thanks for coming. At 2:30 in the morning, she's there still. And I'm like, and she's like, well, if you want me to leave, you just gotta tell me to go. I'm not real good at social cues. And I'm like, you're the only one left.
Oh my god.
And listen, I'm one of them folks like when the conversation is over, if it turns into, oh, for real, uh-huh, man, that's crazy. Look, it's time to leave when it is. What's
Well,
up, Bella?
yeah. For that, I learned once the first person leaves, that's my cue to leave. Now it's socially acceptable for me to go.
It's always been acceptable. It's always been acceptable.
Well, and now I don't even go. So now it's acceptable for
You
me to
don't
stay at
now you
home.
just don't leave the house. Okay.
I just don't go. I learned how to get away from long-winded people because in the army I used to work with chaplains, and chaplains can talk. They can
That's
talk.
that's what they good for.
They were
That's what they
blessed
there
with the
for.
gift of gab. They will talk your face smooth off your body.
Listen.
So as soon as they take a breath, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'll see you later, sir." And cue.
Look, Sherry's over on. Look, Sherry is like the super moderator. She's over on TikTok. She's monitoring YouTube. Look, we're streaming the YouTube shorts. I got people over there. Look, Sherry is just on it. She's
Shout
just
out to
on it.
Cherry.
Shout out to Sherry, friend of the show. So look here, and look, TikTok is in here. TikTok, let me tell you, I'm always having the lobby for y'all. Okay, main blessings. B Jones from the Bruja House. I am Michelle 22. I'm always having to lobby for y'all. Okay, and it's not all of y'all. It's just a special segment of TikTok that will just come on and do things.
There's
Will
always
just come
something,
on and do things. You know what?
something strange in the chat.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so y'all, my, and listen, Naomi does not agree. I want y'all's take on it. What's up, Lexi? This morning, my camera, the one that y'all love so much, that's seen me through so much, decided I don't want to live stream anymore. They decided I don't want to do this no more. And I'm like, man, come on, we've been through so much together. They said, I don't want to do this no more. I said, okay, I'm gonna let you rest because you don't mean this. I'm just gonna let you sit off to yourself because you're right now you're speaking out of anger. You don't mean this. So luckily I have a backup camera that is great. It's just a webcam, but this was my first grown people streaming camera. Look, this lens alone. Oh my God, I gotta get another camera just because this lens was a lot. But anyway.
Yeah, the lenses are more expensive than the body.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, well, I hook up my second camera that's doing great. Thank you, second camera. And hop on here. And there was something happened. I think I had to switch my background because this camera has a different view. Come back. Now Naomi has no audio.
That was my fault. I touched something and the audio was like, "Ugh."
What's up, Black Cat? I didn't know it was you, so I'm over here freaking out like, what does this thing do? What does this thing do? And then for some reason, just randomly, something that you have plugged in the computer and has been working fine will just decide, I don't like this USB port anymore. I want a new neighborhood. And then you move it next door and it works fine. And then of course you plug something else into the old port and see if the port is blown, it works just fine. So I'm like, why did you just decide you didn't want to be over there no more?
I'm telling you, computers can hear you. When I was in the Army, I was working with computers. We had to put software, the new OS on there. And I named one of the computers. You had to name them. I named it Stupid, and that thing would not work. I had to redo the whole, take all the software over and redo it.
Let me tell you something. And this is spiritual. So this is the Conjure Cafe. Let me tell y'all, you have to be careful. Like objects that we come into contact with daily, especially for large amounts of time, they don't become alive, but they can take on a bit of your spirit. That's why if someone ever actually throws a hex at you, it hits your car first. Whenever your car just randomly just starts going crazy for no reason, normally it's a spiritual attack. We know that if we are going to work on someone, we need something of theirs a lot of times. Their name, their picture, fingernail clippings, hair, the red stuff, something of theirs. Well, your car has all that in it. Your car has all that stuff in it most of the time. And so your car is kind of like a repository of all your personal concerns. I hate that term. We got to come up with a new terminology. So when someone throws something at you, it will home into your car first. Your car has everything in it. It just doesn't have your spirit. That's why, no, your car is not alive, but it does kind of take on a semi-sentience. So you can't hurt its feelings. That's why whenever you tell your car, man, I'm gonna trade you in as soon as I get some money, it breaks down.
I ain't never told my car that because I love my car. Every time I drive another car, I'm like, I need to get back to my car.
Well, that's because you obviously have never driven a beater. Never.
You're right. Actually,
damn. Okay, Miss Independently Wealthy.
No, I'm just kidding. My mom had
the rest of us have driven cash cars. Like, whew,
no, my mom
I got my taxes back. Let me go buy an $850 car. I hope it'll last a couple of weeks.
We had a Cutlass, and we used to call it a Cool Whip because it was white on the outside and red on the inside.
Y'all used to call it what?
The Cool Whip.
The Cool Whip. Okay.
And I've driven military vehicles. Every military vehicle you ever had is going to leak. It's going to leak.
Well,
you're lucky if you get to where you're supposed to be going.
So, well, yes, you have driven some beaters then. Great. Let me look.
You can crash them into each other and they still go.
Look, I have had some old and busteds. Let me tell you, I've had some old and busted. I'm talking about the cars. And those are not as reliable to tell because old and busted car is liable to just fall apart anytime. But if you got a decent car, then all of a sudden the check engine light come on for no reason, or you just driving along and the transmission just fall out the car. You need to do a cleansing. You need to do a cleansing.
Mm-mm.
But let me tell you now, okay, over here is this is a different story because we have little spirits running around here that like to snatch keys and stuff like that. But if your phone is always like just hiding from you, you know you put it somewhere and then it leaves, you need to stop thinking about trading up new phones. Because your phone is listen, it's always pressed against you. It's got your sweat, it's got pieces of hair that sometimes get stuck in the case. And your phone heard you talking about you want to trade up. And now it's hiding from you.
Mm-mm.
Speak nice to your belongings, and you'd be surprised. Y'all out here talking to plants. Speak nice to your phone and keys.
I do speak nice to my equipment because I don't like replacing things. Like nothing gets me more angry than buying something I already bought.
You just made me mad. Just because I hate that too. I have done that. Had to buy something again that I've already bought before. That
Yeah,
ticks
just
me off
I
so bad.
mean, I brought my son a jacket, no, a hoodie. He wore it twice, and I never saw it again. And when he loses new nice stuff in school, it gets reacquired by some other kid.
Absolutely.
It don't go to the lost and found. It gets somebody finds it and wears it. And I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
it goes, it gets lost, but then it gets found.
I'm like, somebody kid is fly right now.
Listen, so when Wreck-It Ralph and Noonie go to school, if I let them go to school, I have not, decided on that yet. If I'm gonna let them go to public school, I think because well, a good friend of mine, he homeschooled all his kids, but part of me thinks he did that because he used them for labor because he runs a home-based business and they all work for him. So yeah, part of me thinks he used them for labor, but I'm like, you know what? I think I want to keep them here just because I
Absolutely.
don't I don't know
I
if I
thought that
want
too. And then COVID was like, yeah, right.
to
He was
listen.
crying. I was crying. I was like, I can't do this. I
Look,
can't.
you sitting in school for a babysitter.
I just I can't. I cannot do it. He does better with them than he does with me. Cause our school send them home with work once a month. Like they have like a home from work from home day, I guess, and they have
Mhm.
to do schoolwork at home. That's the worst day of my life.
Oh my god, what?
They sent him home with like a whole crap load of things, and he's mad. And I'm just like, bro, no, please no. Mm-mm. And he has ADHD, so it's just like pulling teeth with him.
Listen, I'm starting to think that they put stuff in the water because I feel like we're all loaded up with something nowadays.
Well, I mean, I don't blame him because when he's at home,
Hey
he's
Jojo,
getting
hey whiskey for breakfast.
constant dopamine from doing whatever he want to do and getting on my nerves. So when he goes to school, he's like, "Now I'm just here with nothing." It's
Right.
like sending me outside with no coffee. It's not. That's not a good thing.
Well, I think that we're all like dopamine junkies at this point. Everything flashes and beeps and makes all kinds of noise. When I first moved out here, coming up on what, 45 years? It's been a while I've been out here. No, wait a minute. No, 3 years, something like that. Bells at me with no coffee is a nightmare for everybody. I feel the same. Feel the same for myself. But when I first moved out here, it was just dark for no reason, just dark. And I'm used to, like the Atlanta area, because I wasn't living in Atlanta proper. I was living in like Mableton, but there was a Walmart down the street. There was a Kroger, Publix across the street. There was a package store that I could walk to. Shout out to the package store.
Oh my god.
They were a longtime friend of the show. Not anymore, but they were. Not anymore. It's been three plus years now. but not saying I don't miss their friendship on occasion. But everything was right there, and no matter when I got hungry, there was food and somebody willing to bring it to me. Right? Loved it. Then I moved down here, and I'm asking Mr. J, asking his daughter, like, "Hey, who delivers to this area?" They looked at me and laughed. Oh, you city slicker. And I always considered myself a country boy. Oh no, not till I moved down here that I
Mhm.
recognized what real country was. I'm like, so y'all say nobody delivers down here. So what, just pizza only? That's what not delivering to me meant, Naomi. Just only pizza. And they're like, nobody delivers out here. And I'm like, golly. And I'm like, okay, well, it's about 9:30. I could go get me something. Naomi, I got in my car. Everything closed down here at about 8:30. Naomi, they damn near rolled the sidewalks up and put them in the house. Like
Why?
I
That's
said,
why I don't drive with high beams on, because while I lived in North Carolina, the EMS didn't even know where we lived. They was looking it up on the map. We had to like tell them the main road. I was like, how they don't know where we at?
we just got 911 like less than 10 years ago down here.
Yeah, it was dark. It was dark and it was windy. I'm like, why is this road so windy? So it's dark and windy. So I learned, and then the beaters, the beater that I did learn how to drive on, it didn't have high beams. So I just learned how to drive without high beams.
Yeah, right, y'all. 8 p.m. shut down. Mary June said, dang, that's rural. Yes. So when Mr. J and his daughter were like integral in helping me to acclimate to down here, and she's driving me around. She's driving me around, and I see like this big brown thing walking in the woods. And I said, and she's like, what's wrong with you? I guess she thought I was tweaking or something the way I was looking. What's wrong with you? She's like, what's wrong with you? I said, and I thought, I said, I might be tweaking, but I swear I just saw a Bigfoot. I said, I swear I just saw a Bigfoot. She said, you fool, do you know where you at? It's probably a bear. And the way she said it so casually, like, no, it's not a Bigfoot. It's probably just a bear. And I'm like, we got bears down. So apparently we have all kinds of wildlife down here. So she's like, it's probably just a bear. I'm like,
I mean, where
wow.
else they gonna go?
There's nothing but woods down here. You'll see when y'all come down here. You'll see. So either Nightbot or Botrix has to go. One of them has to go because it's too many bots in the chat.
Yeah,
Anyway,
box in the chat.
yeah.
Yeah, we in Washington State we had a lot of trails that we used to run on, and the chaplain
Thank
I
you, P
worked for
Mist.
got chased by a bear twice, and I was like, twice? Why would you? He was like, yeah, I got chased by a bear again. I was like, that. Why? Stay off the trails.
Listen, Mr. J, rest in power, right? He used to tell me stories, and remember he came on a couple of videos, with his face blurred out, blacked out, and did a couple of videos with me. And he used to tell me stories about animals that, I used to be a vet tech. I thought I knew animals. Like there's nothing like I know all kinds of animals. So he's like, yeah, when I was a kid, I'd go out and see a fox squirrel. And I said, a fox squirrel. So I'm thinking he just kind of blended them together. I say, so you saw a fox and then you saw a squirrel. He said, no, a fox squirrel. And I said, ain't no such thing as no fox squirrel. I said it to myself to be respectful. Ain't no such thing as no fox squirrel. Thank y'all, TikTok. Hey, TikTok running them donations. YouTube, hey, thank y'all for being here. Brother Gohan, thank you so much for the gifted membership. So I'm riding in the car with Mr. J and his daughter. And I see something approaching the road as we're driving by. I look in the rear view and I see what looks like a squirrel that made it with a raccoon. Naomi, this thing it was about the size of a cat. And it had stripes on the back of it. And I was like, And look, Mr. J, as smooth as he was, all he said was, uh-huh. I was like, a damn fox squirrel. It's a thing.
Yeah. You know what? I think I've seen a no. I've seen a cute couple of foxes.
I bet you ain't see no fox squirrel, though.
It could have been. I don't know. Where was I at? I think Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Why is my camera not
That's
focusing on this?
misery, we used to call it. It was beautiful, but it was nothing there. I ain't never cooked so much in my damn life.
Focus on my face, camera. Look, and then and you know what? This is just the day for technology. This is just the day. So, okay, that was that. But he swears there was something called a bear cat, and I have yet to see a bear cat. But I'm worried that I'm going to see a bear cat one day down here. Naomi, the mosquitoes down here are this big. You can hear them coming.
You know what? In New York, the mosquitoes are really big too, and they leave you nice big. They leave you nice big whelps on your arms and legs.
Y'all know I cut my hair short, and I was going through the woods, and they were always like, "You better wear you a hat." And I noticed Mr. J, his family, everybody, they wore hats. And I'm like, well, I wear hats, but so I'm going out here get me a little sun, so I don't have the pale head going out here. I thought somebody shot me in the head. I felt a slap in the back of my head. I said, "Oh my God!" And then after a while, a big old knot. I said, "What?" I said, "That damn mosquito almost hit my brain."
That's good.
The wildlife down here is ridiculous. It
I
makes
did want
no
to be in
sense.
the country, but I think I don't know. My little Honda ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, move on down. When are y'all coming down?
I don't know.
Why is my camera acting up? I don't like this.
I don't know what it's focusing on.
Me either. It's like but it'll focus on my hand. Look at that. My
Because
hand
you're
clear
not
as
close
day.
enough. Sherry
My
says
hand.
she's ready. We just waiting on we waiting on you because you the one with the schedule.
I told y'all just let me know when y'all plan on coming down. See, now it's focusing for some reason. We're not going to talk about it. Hey, little camera, thank you so much. You are my favorite. Aside from this loser here, you're my favorite. Thank you
I was
for
playing with my camera
service.
yesterday. I got is it a Sony? Canon.
But look here, I'm going to be burning a whole bunch of citronella, and you tell me when y'all coming down. I have a whole itinerary planned out. And anybody else?
Sleeve and long pants.
Yeah. Make sure y'all bring.
Make sure
y'all bring that. But anybody
boots.
else who wants to come shop in person at King Lou's Hoodoo Shop, the premier hoodoo shop of the South, make sure y'all hit me up. Let me know.
We got it.
And if I'm here, you're more than welcome to come shop in person.
We're gonna get you on Boxer group chat so we can have a discussion because Sherry said she waiting on me, and I'm like, what?
No. See y'all in y'all's little secret group. Well, fine, don't worry about it.
Ain't no secret group. It's just the ladies.
Listen, y'all. You've made it when you are the subject of a whole group chat.
You're not the subject.
Whatever. I believe that. I believe that. Doesn't matter what you say now. I believe
time in there. The only reason you are the person that brought us together, but you ain't the subject. When you talking about you,
whatever you say. Hey, I believe you.
We got lives.
Hey, I believe you.
That's what people say to me when I tell them I have friends.
You do have friends. Hey, we're friends. I'm your friend. You have friends.
They're like, you got friends? Yeah, okay. All of my friends, like my best friends, are women in the military, and they all got husbands. So I'm the only raggedy one out here. Just
I told you I will cast a love spell for you and
don't
get you
do that,
up.
please. Cast me a money spell.
Hey, I have done. You know how many of you guys just randomly? I will look. I will because me being Vice Jesus, right? And what it? Hold on. Let's go scriptural in here.
Oh my God. Cast me a money
Yes.
spell.
Yes. Hold on. Let's go scriptural. Hold on.
I need a fenced in out like a screened in outdoor porch. I need some
Hold,
more flower
please.
bushes. I don't and the Bible says that's how you know he be in church because he be like, I won't be for you much longer.
Here we go.
When he lying.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him." So oftentimes I will look upon y'all and go, "It is not good for Naomi to be alone. Therefore, I shall draw to her a helpmeet."
Draw me some help me in my wallet. Help me to my wallet. My purse is lighteth.
Look,
Making my cup runneth over.
amen. Amen. Look, you are going to be the next you're gonna be the next person that is on Threads. That's an inside joke.
I know what Threads is. I heard that Threads is they should call it thirst. Because that's all that's on there.
Look, Miss Bucci said we're gonna get us some love soap. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm gonna do is because I'm just gonna randomly send like, hey, Naomi, I have some products that I want you to test for me. Just hey, I've got a powder that I'm sending to you. It's my new Conjure powder. Breathe deeply. What's up, Nancy? And then you're gonna be like, you know what, Prophet? I really do think I need to get booed up. And I'm like, well, there you go. Look, Sherry said Naomi won't bathe then. It would use some love drawing soap.
Matter of fact, I buy special soap, okay? I spend a good bit of money on special soap made in Georgia by black owned company that I've been using for years.
Oh, I was like, I didn't know you were buying my soap all this time.
It's special soap because
Yeah,
my
you
kids have
look,
special skin
y'all
and
know
we
what I'm gonna
bougie.
do.
We
I'm,
can't
I'm
use
gonna I'm
Dove.
gonna whip up some love drawing soap, but I'm gonna package it as money drawing soap and send it to Naomi.
That's the only way you can get me to use.
And then send it to Naomi. Oh
Oh
my
no,
goodness.
man! This man in the gas station was like, "Hello," and I was like, "Hello," and then I ran, and I didn't even know that he was flirting me. Till I got to the
You know what? Don't you have kids?
yes.
How did somebody manage to get that to happen? Good grief.
I ask myself that every day.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, who the hell? Why the hell? Uh,
Look, Connie said that's me too. Like, and then this is the thing. This is the thing. Y'all, well, not Naomi, but people, we've become so introverted now that we are literally afraid of each other, or we're just hostile towards one another for no reason. So, or we're just dismissive. So we either ignore each other, we run from each other, or we just mean mug each other for no reason at all. And then we'll just be like, I'm so lonely. Like, I'm so lonely. Why? Why?
I mean, it's
Welcome,
not for no
Natasha.
reason. People are annoying.
I mean, yes, but there are also some great folks out there as well.
Yes, but you got to weed through all the annoying ones. And
Oh
the
my
great folks is
goodness.
in the house hiding.
Well, that's true because I stay in the house a lot, so I get it. But I go outside a lot. But my problem is ain't nobody around to see me outside where I go. I'm out in the damn woods. I'm wading through the swamp.
No, I be in the grocery store and then I leave the grocery store.
I feel you. I feel you.
I
But
be in and out.
we got to stop that. We got to stop. We have to start reintegrating ourselves with society.
No, it's mad expensive to reintegrate yourself in society.
No, it's not.
You can't even
Why?
go nowhere for free anymore.
There's parks. So you know what I think would be okay. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Now I'm an old man now, but back in the day, I used to be the first date king. You hear me? Because see, a lot of people don't understand. Dating is that is vetting. That is vetting, right? It's just like an interview. You know, you do the interview, and then you have a probationary period. The probationary period is so I can see who the real person is because I know you lied during the interview.
Oh my god.
I know you lied during the interview. You don't like showing up on time. Okay, when I ask you in the interview, Naomi, what's your biggest flaw? And you're like, my biggest flaw is that I often want to work too much and don't like to go home. I'm like, I know you lying. So I put you on a probationary period to let the lies fall away so I can see the real Naomi. I'm like, man, she get here 10 minutes late and want to leave 5 minutes early every day. Every day. So that's what dating is. You go on a few dates, you feel them out, and then you're like, okay, I'm just gonna call you Bay, but we ain't made nothing official. That's the probationary period, right there. See, people don't know how to date anymore. But see, I used to be the first date. Can't like we're gonna go and do something active, and I'd be like, Naomi, we're gonna do something active. We're gonna go here, go there, and you know why? Because see, number one, if I keep you active, you're not gonna eat too heavy. You're gonna eat a lot.
That's the furthest thing from the lie. If I get too active, I'm gonna be hungry.
Well, you'll be hungry by the time you get home, not while you're out with me. While you're out with me, you're gonna get you a salad, something refreshing to drink, you know, just sip a latte, walk through the park. And then by the time you get home, be like, dang, all this walk, I'm hungry. Now that's your refrigerator's problem.
I'm not eating no damn salad.
But when you think about it, you're like, wow, we had a great date. We walked around, we talked, we got to see birds. This joker took me to a cemetery. Listen, and then when you tell all your girlfriends, like, wow, that sounds interesting. What an interesting fellow. And he smelled like Creed Aventus.
What's with the cemetery and the creed? Is that a thing?
No. Well, why? You heard something about Creed in the cemetery?
No, I dated this man who owns a funeral home and he loves some creed.
Creed is it's just that I have money,
I guess
I
when
have
you
money
get close to 40, you just start wearing creed.
and eat butter beans.
Yeah.
That's it. Look,
That's what
Black Cat
happened.
said I must suck at first dates. See, the thing is, listen, one of the best dates I've ever went on. We went and climbed Stone Mountain. Now,
Ew. Oh, hell
granted,
no. Mm-mm.
granted, she almost went to the upper room halfway up,
I'm not climbing no damn
but
stone
we went
mountain.
there.
That's why I drive to dates because I could leave when I want to.
That was the best day I ever went on, right there, climbing Stone Mountain. And let me tell you, the funny thing about that, we're halfway up, and we saw this, melaninly challenged dude on the phone, right? On the phone, like he had a Bluetooth on, with a kid strapped to his chest, just flying up the mountain. I said, "Good God Almighty!" And here I am struggling by myself.
Mm-mm.
Well, I wasn't by myself. I mean, I was carrying my own weight, and she was carrying her own weight. I was just like, "Good gracious, that is."
No, I'm not about that life anymore. I'm not sweating. I don't do the sweating.
Mm.
I don't mow lawns. I don't do that. I've never started a lawnmower. Well, that's a lie. We had safety day and they was like, who never started a lawnmower? I was the only one. So they let me start a lawnmower.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, I've never mowed a lawn. I don't do that sweating stuff.
What?
I mean, unless it's like planting flowers. Now I'll do that.
He said, I don't do that. I don't do that sweating stuff. Listen, I mean, active dates are where it's at.
I mean, I went shooting one time. I dated a state trooper. I attempted to, and he brought his little 9 mil out. I had my 40. And then he seen my tent. He was like, "Your tent is illegal." I was like, "Oop, this ain't gonna work."
Mm, okay.
Yeah, you can't date no state troopers.
Look, Sherry said you did enough walking in the army.
I
Skybox
did.
Kenny says first date at a gym is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's. I mean, I like bowling. I would bowl.
bowling is good,
I
and
like going. I
I
would.
suck at
You know what
bowling.
I love? I love golf. I'm really trying to get into golf, so I'll go to Top Golf and tear you up.
Top Golf is not a good first date because it costs $1 million to go to Top Golf.
No, it doesn't.
But you know what I always wanted to do was like go golfing.
It's
I mean
hot.
not golf. I'm sorry. Pool.
Pool.
But I suck at pool. Like I
You
always
know
thought it'd
what's
be
funny?
cool to do
My
the
stepdad
whole.
had a pool table in the house in New York, and I'm like, why do we have this big ass pool table in the house? But yeah, we've been playing pool since we were little kids.
Well, I thought it'd be cool if we like if I took like say a lady on a date. This is like a long time ago, and and she's like, I don't know how to play pool, and I like wrap my arms around like, hold on, baby,
That's damn
let me
movie.
show you, you know.
That's how you get tased.
But welcome to dating in 2025.
Yes, that's how
You
you get tased.
either stay at home all the time or you get tased.
You don't touch people on the first date.
I mean, okay.
I went on a date with this guy. We went to Books a Million, and
Hmm.
he got in my car and he drove a baby blue Ford Focus, and I had a Honda Accord at the time. And he got in my car. He was like, "It's so big in here. It's like a spaceship." And I was like, "Yep, you done. You done. You done."
Okay. Listen. I like Scott's idea. Scott says that's why arcades work. I think arcades make a good first date, but it has to be a real arcade because don't take nobody to Dave and Buster's. You will go broke.
No, you won't. It only costs like $40 for an hour,
Listen,
and the
you
food
ain't
is
about
not
you ain't
that
about to
good.
run up all your tokens, keep coming back to me like an 8-year-old.
See what
Uh,
you do. What you do is they have Power Hour, and you could go and get. I think it's like $10 or $20, but you can't get no tickets. But why would you want the tickets? Because the prizes suck. You go to
look, I'm a
Power Hour and you
I'm an
you
old
run up
man.
the.
You know what I do? I take you to the arcade, give you a roll of quarters. There you go.
There's no more quarters. That's how you know you old. They don't have quarters no more. Everything's on a card.
What?
Yeah, they don't have coins anymore.
We
I
about to
think
do
even
all
in
that.
Chuck E. Cheese don't have coins anymore. There's no tokens.
Listen, Chuck E. Cheese. I remember as a little kid, that was the place.
It was peak entertainment.
There used to be Chuck E. Cheese. There was one called Showtime Pizza
Oh
that you
yeah, I
could go
remember
to. You
Showtime.
remember Showtime? And I used to love sitting there, and then like the show's about to start with the animatronics and whatnot. I'm like, oh yeah, get it, get it. Look,
Them
look,
things
look,
are
look. The
scary.
bear beating the drums. That was like my
Either you was
jam.
terrified or you thought it was the best thing ever.
Let me tell you, as kids, you are so pure because I'm playing a video game and it was my birthday. And Chuck E. Cheese walked up, yeah, like the guy in the costume walked up behind me. And I was so involved in the game, he tapped me on the shoulder and I jumped and the back of my head hit him in the nose. I felt so bad. Cause I felt so bad. I remember as a kid, like that, like thinking, oh no, I just I just head butted Chucky in the nose. I know that hurt. I felt so bad. Hey, Mr. Terman Growth. And so I
My
felt
my
terrible.
youngest son, well, my oldest son had his first birthday there, and he saw Chucky, and he was so happy. But my youngest son saw Chucky, and he was freaked out. He was like, "Get that thing away!" He was like, "Get that thing away!"
RW good times. Yep, yep. I don't know, like, and then I'm having like this nostalgic moment right now. Do y'all know the Chuck E. Cheese pizza taste? Like only Chuck E. Cheese pizza has, I can't even describe it. It just smells like cheap deliciousness.
It does, and they used to use a lot of cheese too.
But we're about to go into some conspiracy theorist territory right now.
Oh God,
So, it was like maybe they sell it at Walmart. I'm gonna have to check that out. I think it was maybe like 5, 6 years ago. There was a guy by the name of Shane Dawson, and he did a video about the Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy because apparently some unknown Chuck E. Cheese workers had come forward to him and said, "Hey, we reuse that pizza." And so they were saying that when you leave like your table, like if you had a party, leave your table, um, they would go and when they clean up, if there was uneaten pizza, they would take it to the back and form a pizza out of the slices that were left. And so Shane went and bought a pizza because apparently I didn't know you could just go and buy Chuck E. Cheese pizza. If I had known that, like I'm currently Googling if there's a Chuck E. Cheese near me because I will go and buy a pizza
it's not
today.
the same. It used to be like a pan pizza. I went not too long ago. It doesn't taste the same.
And look, Tebe said I worked there in high school and we did not do that. And see, honestly, I feel that that may have been one location that did that. But Shane Dawson, it was a big brouhaha because he went to his local Chuck E. Cheese and he bought a pizza. I didn't know you could do that. And he bought a pizza and he was like, "Look, the pizzas don't even fit together. They don't even fit together." And then this one lady was like, "I just thought that was normal because she said that she said that I remember one time we had a birthday party and we ordered a cheese pizza and my mom reached into the box and says, "Ooh, a supreme slice." Like there was just this random slice of supreme on a
No,
cheese pizza. And I remember, and it's not just Chuck E. Cheese, there would just be random food in places. Like I remember ordering pizza, and there would just be like a mushroom on it from like Pizza Hut or Domino's. There would just be a random mushroom, and I know as they're like making it, it was probably stuck to a glove and fell. It is what it is.
I don't remember that because I remember it being a pan pizza.
I just remember it being delicious, and I'm
But
gonna go buy
one
one
time we
today.
went to Chuck E. Cheese and a group of, I guess, teenagers came in and ate our pizza. Like, you know how you eat and you kind of run back and forth?
Hmm.
A group of people came and sat at our table and ate our pizza and left.
I'm so sorry for you. Like I can tell you are still traumatized. I'm
I was
sorry.
like, wait a minute, I know
I'm
damn
sorry.
well. I mean, and they ate my pizza that I ate off of. Like, that's,
That's
of course,
terrible.
this is New
It's
York.
just I'm
It
sorry.
was New York.
It was just the look on your face. Like you are still traumatized to that. But anyway, Chuck E. Cheese, they sued Shane Dawson, and he had to take all the videos down. Maybe you can find them somewhere, but like they're gone. They're gone.
Yeah,
Which
so it's
which
Chuck
I
E. Cheese.
mean,
It's like,
I
get
think
it going.
without proof, you shouldn't put stuff like that out because it was all hearsay. And it was funny because there was just his word that this is the pizza you could see the pizza didn't fit together, you know, like it was just random slices, but he could have easily faked that, you know. It's just this whole court of public opinion thing. And so yeah, I'm glad that, he had to take him down unless he had like concrete proof and fact. Um But I
Yeah.
can't believe you never experienced that. Like with any restaurant, never seen like just random food in your order.
Um, no, I probably ate it too fast.
Do you eat Burger King?
I used to.
Burger King, if you order fries, they will always give you a complimentary onion ring.
That was the best
It's
onion ring
always just,
ever.
it wasn't it though. I will never
It's like
order
a
and order
sample, like you
onion
can,
rings.
but you when you order the onion ring, it don't taste as good as that one that random onion ring.
It's like there's just that one or maybe two. He decided to bring a friend, random onion ring inside with the fries, and you like, you know what? I don't want a whole thing of onion rings, but this little knick-knack right here
It's the
just set
spot.
these fries off. He just set this large fry off.
I love when you go somewhere and they accidentally give you like one more piece of chicken. That just makes your whole day.
Listen, I thought it was just me. Okay, big back moment. Big back moment. Look, we all are experiencing this together. Like you ever like go and get a 10-piece nugget and then about 13 nuggets in, you like, wait a minute. It feels like you just won at life a little bit.
I used to tear up some 10-piece nuggets. I don't
It
do it
feels
anymore.
like I just won at life just a little bit. Like the rest of my it's all uphill, no downhill from here because this is like the highlight of my day. Because we all have this internal nugget counter. You may not be actually counting your nuggets, but even if you're not looking, there's a part of you that knows. Maybe it's like your fingers sensing the extra space in the box from where you've eaten all the nuggets. You're like, oh, I'm nearing the end of this journey.
Who's not counting nuggets? I count my nuggets.
But after about 10 nuggets, you still bumping nuggets in the box, and you like, you know what? It's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. I'm talking about, hey, it, this is the best. This is the best.
You ever go to sometimes I would go to Publix. My youngest son, he's a Publix chicken boy. And we went to Publix one day and I swear it had to be like 15, 16 pieces of chicken in that box. Somebody was like, you know what? Bump this and just put all the chicken in the box.
Listen,
But now I go there and get a 5-piece and they only give me 4. I was like, how hard is it to give me 5 pieces of chicken?
they like your son more than they like you.
I'm like, come on, it's 4 pieces of 5. It's a 5-piece.
Listen, hey,
That'll piss you off.
take the kid with you all the time.
I did, and I guess they was too busy looking at him because they wasn't paying attention to count to 5 instead of 4.
I had that happen at Kentucky Fried Chicken because they have nuggets too. And when you're a kid, your mom and dad will nugget you to death. Like they will nugget the fool out of you because you're gonna waste big piece of chicken. You're gonna waste it.
Yeah,
It's like an apple. When you're a little kid, you take like 2 or 3 bites of apple, then it's like, I'm gonna sit this down. It don't taste as good. The first bite of the apple is always the best one. That's why Adam and Eve got in trouble. Because the first bite of the apple is always the best
it
one.
wasn't an apple.
It was a fruit.
It
It
was a
just says
peach.
it just says look little nasty. You know
What?
what?
We Georgia.
Look little nasty. You know I'm talking about Adam. You like it wasn't an apple, it was a peach. But we had a peach tree. Look, two people with ADHD cannot be in a podcast together because I swear we be doing like this because I had a point that I've forgotten now. I forgot my point because now I want to tell you about the peach tree that we grew up with in my backyard.
My bad.
Yeah. We need a normie in here just to like wrangle us. We need a
Cherry Hill.
normie to yeah. Can we have a neurotypical to come in here and
I
just
swear, I got like
keep us
50 tabs open in my brain at all times.
I swear, you see that just happened in real time. Bella, don't laugh at us. That just happened in real time.
That's
Like,
that, and I'm telling you, that's why I'm alone because I'm always doing. I have no, I don't have to. I work from home, so I could just do random stuff, random things. I be in here cracking myself up.
But you know what's crazy? When I do spiritual work, I'm locked in. I'm focused. I'm right there. Whether it's hoodoo or Palo, I am locked in. But the minute I step away from that work, all the tabs, all the
One of them
tabs
is
start opening
playing
again.
audio and you don't know which one it is. There's always a song playing.
What, in your
Always.
head?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
Always a song playing.
I think you might want to get that checked out.
No, it's cool.
Just the way you just said, it's cool.
It's cool. I'm always there's always a song playing. It's always something. Every day is something. I made a video because my dog was in the kitchen because she always wants to eat. And I put her on a video on a sad soundtrack and posted it on TikTok.
You are so invested in your dog's TikTok.
She needs to be an influencer because she's expensive.
I feel you. Hey, if you can get somebody to like help fund stuff, you'd be all right. Look, Scott said random songs happen to me too. Y'all listen. If you can't get help at Charter Peachford, please get help somewhere.
Look, this is you don't ever be like doing something and you just think of a song.
Look, Hamilton said that's ADHD for you. If you're invested, you will lock in for hours. If not, it's a never-ending train of side quests. Right. And then MWB says there are no neurotypical people in the broken arm.
You
Listen. Oh my God. All right. So y'all, oh my God. Okay. So we were having this conversation yesterday, I think. Why is it 10:45 and it's already 85 freaking degrees outside? It's gonna be hot all day today.
I'm waiting for the rain to come back. It need to come back.
It's gonna be hot all day. But I know what we about to do. I'm gonna tell my sister, listen, we about to go get a window unit. Because when you're down here, your AC can only do so much. Like seriously, like ever since the government in their infinite wisdom decided to change the like the comfort measures, they did that. And so now when a house is built, they say, okay, you got this much square footage. You only need this size of an AC unit to maintain comfort levels. Well, apparently they decided that 78 to 80 is comfortable. Seriously, but they do it in measure of temperature gradient outside.
Yeah.
So yesterday, the air temperature, this is one thing that they don't take into consideration. The air temperature yesterday was like 92 down here. But the temperature of the house, since there's no shade and it was direct sunlight, was about 110. Like I mean, I temp gun my house is about 110.
Yeah.
And so inside the house, it was like 78, 79. And so yeah, we're going to go get a window unit today.
Yeah. I have two ACs, one for each floor. I mean, it sounds good until both of them break down at the same time, and you looking at the AC man like.
Chris Love 33 says mine doesn't even work. I'm surprised I haven't woke up melted. Chris Love, where are you?
Mm-mm.
And then down here, we're like I am like this close to Florida, so it's humid. You walk outside, it's like soup. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
terrible.
it's pretty humid where I'm at. I just be in the house. I'm like, but the only thing I hate is that I have to turn the AC downstairs up. Well, I have to keep it at a certain level so it don't overwork the one upstairs. So they work off each other. But they are two different. I have to turn the AC upstairs lower than the one downstairs because it's stupid.
You know what I wish? I wish I lived in the projects.
That stone floor
And them brick walls.
Yeah,
one
it's
window
always,
unit will cool the entire thing.
and that I don't know what kind of AC they got, but I used to go to my mom's house and I'd be in there frozen because she
Look,
lived in hood.
my mom and other sister, they live they live in Stone Mountain. And when I go visit them, it's like 72 degrees. And I said, there's no way. Because they're coming down here to visit next week. And the crazy part is, I'm like, I have to warn them, it ain't gonna be 72 in here. I could set it to 72. It ain't gonna get there.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
telling
my
you right
AC
now, it
is
ain't gonna get
on
there.
72 right now. When I go to bed at night, I be freezing with the fan
Well,
on.
I mean, now at night, oh shoot, Sybil, thank you for becoming a channel member. Uh-oh,
What's the sound at?
it played.
Oh,
Shout out to Sybil. Thank you for becoming a channel member. So yeah, so today. Oh wait, Coco said they sell the pizza in the freezer section now at Walmart. Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Oh, we about to get it. We about to
you
get
know
it.
what I saw? Those Ellison, what is that? The square pizzas you giving us in school. TikTok told me that, and I was like, TikTok, I ain't gonna eat that.
Okay, let me. Look, y'all gonna stop adding stuff to my list. So today I need to find a Chuck E. Cheese pizza, get a AC unit because it's gonna be 1 degree hotter today, and I'm gonna be live on Kick all day today.
Why?
Thank you, Bella. It's top tier pizza.
I
It
can't
is
even.
top tier pizza.
I'm allergic to cheese, so I'm sad.
What's up, Tim? One of
I
my
can't
favorite
have no
people in the world.
dairy.
We about to get that. And I'm gonna do. I need to. I don't think I have any work that needs to be done today, but it's Monday, so I need to sprinkle my black mustard seed outside the house. That's a must. I do it every Monday. People always ask like what my, one they ask what my skincare routine is, and I said, it's just melanin, sunshine, and coffee. Naomi, your facial expressions. Whenever I say something, I'm just gonna start turning your camera off.
I can't help it. I got written up for my facial expressions. Like
I'm
I, re-
literally
I
gonna be
got them
like,
on a write up.
y'all, like y'all know how beautiful I am. Then I'm gonna wait a few seconds and then bring her back in.
I can't help it. I really got like on my write up. It was like your facial expressions, and I taught the other girl how to do it too. It pissed him off because he couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, you can't really do something about somebody's facial expressions, but still, I'd be like, Naomi,
I used to
you,
cuss
you
him
better you
food
better calm
out
down.
with my.
You know what? Yep, you better stop. But yeah, black mustard seed, right? Okay, so the protection aspect of it is that it actually flushes away negative energy, negative entities, and even negative indwelling spirits. Meaning, if you got some haters out there, which we all potentially do, it'll push them and their energy away from you. But you have to sprinkle it out your front door 3 days in a row. So I always religiously do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because it's easier for me to remember.
How much you is it like a pinch or something?
Okay, so I do 3 pinches because one for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Holy Spirit. I do 3 pinches, but there's no unit of measure, and that's how specific y'all are now. Y'all like, will you please tell me how many? Is it 3/4 teaspoon?
I mean, somebody might be out there throwing out a whole handful.
That's on
You
them.
know, they got
I said a
mulberry
pinch.
plants in the
Like
front yard.
whatever I get in a pinch, right? Whatever I get in a pinch, that camera now you picking it up. Like that's what I do. I just a pinch. One for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Holy Spirit. Out the front door. Out the front door. Look,
So we
everybody is agreeing how great Chuck E. Cheese pizza is, but my man said that pizza is pure trash. Well,
are
said
you from New York, Cedric? Because that's how
what is about
New
y'all
Yorkers
Yankees and
don't
y'all
play
pizza
around with the
snobs?
pizza.
Y'all are
They
some
don't.
pizza snobs.
Yes, because New York, you get one slice of New York pizza and you full. You are good to go. If you come, and then so I used to eat one slice of pizza and be good. I'd come down south and eat like a whole medium Domino's pizza to be full.
Listen, one thing about folks from New York is we get sick of y'all. Okay, we get sick of y'all. And I mean, I can't put it as a native Southerner, right? We get sick of y'all because everything is so much better in New York, but yet y'all's. Ooh, I almost said something wrong. Y'all's tails, y'all's melanated tails. I almost said y'all asses. Y'all's melanated tails be down here. Like, go if it's so much better, go back. I had a homegirl that said that too, and she did. She went back to New York because
She
we
brought her
we
black crack back to New York.
yeah, we got so tired of her, and she's like the coolest person. But no matter what we did as a friend group, it was beneath the standards of New York, and it was like, Kelly, just shut up. We're like, Kelly, just shut up. She's like, yo, everybody would order Chinese food, right? And she's like, yo, in New York, son, if you spend, this was like $12. Yo, in New York, son, you spend $6 and get way more food.
So that's one thing. I mean, the Chinese food is different. Like I don't get fried rice anywhere. I just make my own. But other than that, I don't like New York anymore. I go up there and I'm like, oh, I need to go back to my house. Oh my God.
I've,
Where's my
I've never been.
AC? Where's my, oh God. It's just a different kind of traffic. Everything's, it take you forever to get a parking spot. Like, I know. It's too much. It's too much.
Look, let me see if my sister's watching this stream because we leaving this house.
But y'all going to Walmart?
We're going to Walmart. I'm gonna find. Let me find Chuck E.
And Home
Cheese.
Depot?
Let me find out Chuck E. Cheese is right around the corner.
They got all
No,
types.
no,
Don't go in that frozen section. You're gonna come out of there with they got all types of big bakery in there. All types of like frozen treats. They putting ice cream in between Rice Krispie treats and ice cream in between Pop Tarts and they trying to get y'all nice and plump.
ain't no Chuck E. Cheese's near me. The nearest one is 78 miles away in Tallahassee. I'm not driving an hour and 45 minutes to
Don't
go to
do
Chuck E.
that.
Cheese.
Just go to Pizza Hut and get a pan pizza. It's the same thing.
It is not the same.
It is. Get a pan
It's not.
pizza with extra cheese.
We ain't about to fall out today, Naomi. I'll tell you that right now. We are not about to
Give me
fall
on
out today.
probation.
Huh?
You gonna I'm gonna be the new big ice.
Yeah, you're gonna be on probation. Big Eye stay on probation.
I ain't scared.
Big Eye
I'm
stay on
gonna move with a
probation.
good time.
Because Big Ice will say something extremely intelligent, and then the next live come back. Prof, is there any kind of hoodoo spell that can make a booger talk? I'm like Big Ice. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut your camera off right now. There we go. They ain't gonna just keep on looking at me crazy. We're gonna turn that camera right off. There we go. But we're gonna finish out the show like this. This is how we're gonna finish out the show with your camera off. See, this is what happens when you
I can't help it.
are at mission control. You just turn the camera off. But anyway, you got anything? It's about time we wrap this up, so I can get a Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I'm about to look in Walmart.
You should take a video of all the nonsense you buy.
And I think I'm gonna go to. Do y'all have a Ollie's near you?
I think so.
Look, Ollie's is where you go when you want to buy something that may last you a couple of years very cheaply.
Most things last me.
A couple of minutes.
I don't know.
Chuck.
We went to Goodwill because my son was hell bent on getting toys from Goodwill. I was like, that's not what you think it is. And we went in there and it was like he was highly disappointed. It smelled like somebody's grandma closet.
Naomi. They have it at Walmart.
Yeah, but it's that skinny. It's the skinny Chuck E. Cheese, the diet one.
Listen, okay, just because Skinny Luther couldn't sing the same as Fat Luther, don't mean Skinny Chucky can't rock out pizza the same as Fat Chucky.
Mm. I don't mess with diet things. They're like diet pizza.
Lord. Look, we
Well,
about
tell
to
us
go to
how it is.
Ollie's. Yeah,
Go
it's time
ahead.
to go. We about to go to about to, look. Hey, hold on, let me text her
Get the
right
kids
now.
ready.
Yeah, look, I promise I'm about to text right now. Get the
Yeah, y'all
kids
be there by
ready
1 o'clock because somebody gonna poop. Somebody gonna be
going
hungry.
to get an AC unit. Wait,
I,
and
when
Chuck
you got kids in the
E.
house,
Cheese.
this is what happens. There's no longer you just going to Walmart is a family event, and that's they outing for the day.
Yeah.
My son be so I'm like, you want to go to the grocery store? He'd be like, yes. Matter of fact,
Keem, thank you for the follow.
I just heard him running around. Oh no.
Yep. Uh-oh. Well, that's our cue. So on Wednesday, no, on Wednesday, we are having a webinar on the hoodoo roots and herbs on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to trueconjure.com and book your ticket. We do have a few seats available now. You just pinched him.
Huh?
I saw that. I just pinched my child. Look, you like.
He got Noonie plus over here.
Listen, I ain't heard Noonie yet, but I know she's probably about to be up.
Yeah, once you start opening the doors, you're gonna have to lock it.
Look, so that's what I have. Just the webinar coming up.
Yeah, can't
Big
wait.
changes coming soon, family. Big changes. Y'all be ready.
Yes, I can't wait for the webinar. Yep, it's
Yep.
time.
Oh, and y'all better follow me on kick.com. That big green K right there. I'm going to be live on Kick doing readings most of the day. So y'all better follow me on kick.com.
Yeah, I
All
ain't getting no more readings. Yeah, I've been terrified. I'm good.
right. Oh no. I'm about to send you some money soap. Use it in good health. All right. I'm out. Thank you so much. Thank
Bye,
y'all so
y'all.
much. Wait, did you have anything? Any announcements?
No, pray for me.
We will pray for Naomi. We'll keep her and everyone else in the broken arm uplifted in prayer. We're going to get rich. Do not listen to what Naomi said about, oh, I don't need to
I'm
be
just
rich. We
kidding.
all need to
I'm
be
just
rich.
kidding.
We're going to finish out 2025 strong and, financially solvent. Whatever. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all Wednesday, maybe, if we can make it.
Maybe.
Right. Bye, y'all.